broadcasting from high atop picturesque Radio Park.
In a van down by the river.
98.7 and AM 1580 WLIJ, Shelbyville, Tennessee.
You're listening to the All Veterans Hour on WLIJ. Engaging discussion by veterans for veterans. With your hosts, Gary Leverett and Jimmy Miller. Join them as they discuss various veterans programs, issues, play powerful and healing veteran-related music, and keep the American citizen informed on things they ought to know. Right here on The Leader, WLIJ, every second and fourth Monday on 98.7 FM and AM 1580, and reaching around the world on WLIJradio.com. The All Veterans Hour on WLIJ is brought to you by the American Legion Post 23, the VFW Post 5019, the DAV Chapter 43, and by the Holy Crab Shack.
Good morning, Shelbyville and Bedford County. I'm Gary Leverett. We're here in the All Veterans Hour with my co-host, Jimmy Miller. Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning to all our listeners.
And we have two special guests with us this morning. We have Mike Corrado who has a recording studio here in Shelbyville.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
And then we have Don Goodman, who has been here a few times, a time or two anyway. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, fellas.
You know, our purpose with this show is to let veterans know what's out there for them, where they can get help, and what's going on in the veteran community. So this morning we brought Don in. He's with Freedom Sings USA. And I've known Don now about, 13 years. He also wrote Angels Among Us for Alabama.
That was a blessing in my life.
And he wrote Old Red for Blake Shelton.
That was a blessing in Blake's life.
But anyway, he is connected with Freedom Sings USA, based in Chattanooga. It was an offshoot of Operation Song. He used to be with Operation Song with Bob Reagan, and I've been through their class, and it's an amazing thing for a veteran to do. It's a healing thing. Veterans won't talk about their service most of the time unless they're around other veterans. And I like to tell a story on Don. I think it was Don, might have been Bob, but I think it was Don. When Padre walked in and you asked him a question, and he said, "House, I'm going to have to get to know you a little better before I tell you that." So anyway, it's a good thing that they do, and Don, we appreciate you being here. Mike, appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tell us about Freedom Sings.
Well, Freedom Sings became, like you say, an offshoot of Operation Song. And the VA, nationally, the VA stopped ongoing programs. And so Bob wanted to stop the ongoing programs we were running in Chattanooga when they did, and just do a class, and then at the end of the class you graduate, and then they bring in some more people. But the veterans down in Chattanooga said, "No, man, we want to sit here. We want to be at that table. We want to have their backs." And so we left and formed Freedom Sings USA, and we've not missed, but I'm going to say maybe 5 Wednesdays in 11 years. We're there every Wednesday. And if a veteran needs help, we're there. If they don't, we like to think we're like a 12-step program. You know, if you need us, we're there. If you don't need us, go have a good time. Come back when you do.
You know, when I went through it, it was several Fridays. And then when I graduated from the class, I didn't know what to do on Friday. So I kept coming back and sitting in anyway. So, anyway. But it's a good thing.
Thank you.
Jimmy, jump in anytime.
Well, I was letting y'all have this conversation. So, I guess I was thinking about the 12 steps. I've been, how many classes now? about 15, 16, I must really need help because I keep coming back. But, yeah, I've been in the class now for, about, what are we now, a year and 2 months?
Yeah, probably about a year and 2 months. And now you're on the board of directors.
Well, and now I'm on the board of directors. And I'm not going to lie, this all started from this radio show right here.
Bingo.
We had Don on. I couldn't have picked Don up in the lineup, but he was on. He wanted me to come. Was just starting our Murfreesboro class that's been going now for, a year and 2 months. But I came to one class. I seen what it did, and, I never quit going. Right. And then now I believe in the mission so much, Don asked me to be on the board of directors, so now I sat on the board of directors.
Well, we needed an E9. An E9 knows how to solve problems, right? That's what you're trying to do.
That's what we're trained to do. And now we've brought Mike on board, so...
and we got a colonel.
Yeah. We've got a colonel, so it's a great class. It's... if you have any hesitation, all I ask is come to one class. When you come to one class, you watch it for yourself. There's something I can't give words. You can't watch a video of it. All of a sudden, you're like, this is where I belong. This is amazing. And you'll be like me. You'll be in the program forever.
Well, we like to think we give you guys back your platoon, your squad. We give you back the community you miss when you get out of the military and suddenly find yourself all alone. So when you get around that table and you're telling your story and you start to lose it and you start to cry, just look around. We'll all be crying with you because we know what you've been through.
Yeah. Well, and then when we laugh, we all laugh together. We have a good time.
And we laugh at each other.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now,
Mike, are you in the program now? Are you working on a song?
I guess I am. I've been going for, the past, five or so classes. I had met Don back in, I think I met Bob and Don and John Taylor all on the same day. It was Marine Week Nashville 2016. And I just kind of stayed in touch a little bit here and there. And then when I retired and moved to the area, and then knowing that, that Don was up there and doing Freedom Sings, and we have a mutual friend in David Corlew. And once I went, I immediately got it, and I said, "Yeah, this is a good place to be." If you're a veteran, and it doesn't matter what branch you were in, it doesn't matter what rank you were. It's just the fact that you get to go and have that camaraderie and be around such amazingly gifted songwriters who help veterans tell their stories. I mean, it's just magic.
Well, you get with other veterans and you don't mind talking to them. Because they know where you've been,
And you also get the opportunity to be, back amongst veterans, and you give each other some grief, and you have a little fun with it, and, everybody's got their little, their service colloquialisms, and, everybody makes fun of each other for different things, and it's just, it's a good time.
Well, right now, we got the 250th anniversary of the Marine Corps coming up, and Mike's been holding our feet to the fire, making sure we tell it right. And he's got a big old Marine sitting beside him, probably goes close to 300 pounds, and he's making damn sure we get it right.
Yeah. Now Mike is a singer-songwriter in his own respect, too.
A little bit here and there. It's just music and songwriting is just something that's kind of been with me throughout almost 30 years of being in the Marine Corps. But it's just that thing that kind of grounds you. So I think it's what really gravitated me to Freedom Sings, just to be around music, be around veterans, and be around kind of the magic that comes out of those rooms.
Well, we're glad to have you, because now we don't have Jimmy's shaky iPhone videos anymore and stuff. We have somebody can actually take a video. It's actually steady.
I think we need a tripod in here.
We always play a little veteran-related music. So what's our first song, Jimmy?
So our first song, we just wrote this about a month ago.
Yep.
And it was a table right. There was a lot of us veterans sitting around talking about, and we decided we wanted to write a song about Veterans Day. So the title of this song is Every Day is Veterans Day, and the two main songwriters to help keep us veterans straight was Don Goodman and Ralph A. Carlson.
Whenever November 11 rolls around, there's parades and flags all over town. They see the hats and the shirts we wear and thank us for our service over there. We smile and say thank you very much. They don't know every day is Veterans Day for us. We don't say thank you for your service. We all know what we've done. The reason that old flag is flying is 'cause we stood our ground and didn't run. We are sisters and we're brothers. We know who we can trust. Every day is Veterans Day for us. We know in an instant they've been to war. It's not the hat or the shirt they wore. There's just something that you recognize. It's the way that they walk and the look in their eyes. We drank the same water and ate the same dust. Every day is Veterans Day for us. We don't say thank you for your service. We all know what we've done. The reason that old flag is flying is 'cause we stood our ground and didn't run. We are sisters and we're brothers. We know who we can trust. Every day is Veterans Day for us. When we see Old Glory wave, we salute the countless graves, 'cause we know just how much freedom costs. We don't say thank you for your service. We all know what we've done. The reason that old flag is flying is 'cause we stood our ground and didn't run. We are sisters and we're brothers. We know who we can trust. Every day is Veterans Day for us. Every day is Veterans Day for us. We're the Holy Crab Shack, where the love runs deep. Flesh is catch and a faith to keep. Right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Good food and God come and see. We're the Holy Crab Shack, where the love runs deep. Flesh is catch and a faith to keep. Right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Good food and God come and see. So grab a seat.
98.7 and AM 1580 WLIJ.
With songwriter Don Goodman and Mike Corrado. Mike, you have a studio, right? A recording studio.
I do, right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Yeah, it's, when I was been in the Marine Corps for a long time. Always loved music, and when I finally finished up my time, one of the things I wanted to do was build a studio and do, whatever I can with and for veterans. So the majority of what we do at Harmony Hill Studio is working with veterans. We also run a podcast out of there. It's called the Vet Tunes Podcast, and we sit down with military and veteran singer-songwriters or professionals in the music industry, and we just tell their stories. So it's something that I enjoy doing, and I like the commute a whole lot better than when I was up in D.C. and some of the other places that I've been. So the commute is all about, 50 feet from the house to the studio, and I take my trusty Beagle, and she follows me down there, and we just go there and see what the day has ahead of us.
Where is your studio located?
We're in Shelbyville, off of Highway 41A. I don't really give out a lot of the details of it.
I understand.
But if you're interested in coming recording or doing some kind of project there, we do a lot of content creation as well. But you can just get a hold of us. The website is Harmony Hill ENT, short for Harmony Hill Entertainment. And you can get a hold of us through there and social media.
Where can we find the podcast?
The podcast is on Apple and Spotify and I think all the major carriers, but vettunespodcast.com, and you should be able to see all the folks that we've had on so far, and we've got a good lineup of more folks to come, some really talented folks within the military and the veteran community.
Good deal. Jimmy, we need to know when the meetings are and whether we eat or don't eat, or who
we
can
always
come
eat.
and who can't come.
Don't let him tell you stories. We always eat. Veterans, if we're gathering, we're eating.
And we got some MREs stashed away somewhere.
All I want to do is shout out to your wife, Tracy. Tracy brings food every class, and my wife and my daughter wind up taking it home to them.
She does. She makes a friendship bread, and Don's kind of got spoiled on it, so now
She made those breads?
she did.
Die for her, brother.
I'd say the first class I went to, there was these little bread cake things, and man, you talk about good. I was like, yep, I'll be back.
So, our American Legion, Post 23, we meet on the first Tuesday of the month at 6 o'clock. We're located at 1357 Tennessee Highway 130 East. We have spouses are welcome, and Rowdy Ranch provides all of our meat. All we ask, you bring a covered dish. We eat good there. And Rowdy Ranch, they always take. You're going to get... we never know.
It's good country cooking. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Country cooking.
It might be steak. It might be ham. It might be pulled pork. It's always going to be something good. Now, our VFW, Post 5019. They have a lot going on. The first Monday of the month, they have their meeting. They're located at 1320 Depot Street. Auxiliary and spouses are welcome at this event. They also have meat provided by Rowdy Ranch. All they ask you bring a covered dish. Then on the second Saturday, our VFW, they do a breakfast from 7 o'clock to 9:30. Adults is $10. Children 6 and under eat free, and it is eggs, biscuits. It's country cooking. Eggs, biscuits, gravy, anything you want for breakfast, it's there.
Pancakes, whatever you want.
And then, just so we have something to do all month, on the third Saturday of the month, they have live music at 6 o'clock. The charge to get in is $3. All they ask you bring a covered dish, because they have like finger foods throughout the night, listen to good music, and sometime here soon, Freedom Sings is going to have an artist down there playing for y'all. We'll be sure to let you know when that is. And then last but definitely not least, our DAV, Chapter 43. They meet on the second Tuesday of the month. They're located at 1357 Tennessee Highway 130 East. Spouses are welcome to this event. And once again, Rowdy Ranch caters the meat for that. All we ask you bring a covered dish. So that's that's at least 3 nights a month you can eat a great meal and have great fellowship with your fellow veterans.
And we always have plenty. We always have. Sometimes we call the sheriff's department, come get it. Sometimes we call Sheffield City Police.
Yeah.
So we eat good and they eat good. So.
Nice.
Yeah, so they probably don't want our veteran membership to increase, but we definitely do.
Go back to the VFW for a minute. November the 8th is going to be the Veterans Parade. It will be the same parade route it's had for years, starting down there at the dinner table and ending out on 41A south of where the old Handy Dandy Market was. That's going to be on November the 8th. The parade actually starts at 11 a.m. and then about an hour, maybe 45 minutes before the parade starts, there will be a short service up on the square, and we'll have a speaker there. And Mike, we appreciate you saying that you would be our speaker.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
so that's on November the 8th. On November the 11th, which is actually Veterans Day, that's on the following Tuesday. At 6 o'clock that night, VFW is having a veterans service. They will be honoring 4 veterans, one from each branch: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Will be honored. There'll be a veteran honored from each organization. It's a something that our new VFW commander has started, and it's going to be to honor our veterans. And he's having the VFW Post 5019, they're having this dinner that night, and it's a chef is going to be preparing it. Dave Rogers.
Yeah, Dave Rogers is going to prepare
Dave's going to be preparing the meal. They're selling tables. The tables are 8 seats to a table, $400 per table, or $50 a person, because you're getting a meal. And I think are we going to have some music that night?
We
too?
are. Me and Don's going to figure out somebody to come down there and sing and play for us, which we have so many talented. And maybe Mike will come play for us.
Maybe. What was that date again?
That is on Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
All right.
At that night, 6 o'clock. And if you want to come, get a hold of one of the VFW members, and it's $50 a ticket, or you can buy a whole table for $400. It's a fundraiser for the VFW also. It's not just where the VFW doesn't get anything out of it, because it's a fundraiser for the VFW. And this way we get to honor 4 veterans who are prominent in our city, in our county. So again, that's November the 11th.
And then that's open to the public. This is not a military-only thing. We want everybody in the community to come to this. We're also going to be having an auction. I don't know all the auction items right now, but I know one is a Primo grill with everything with it. So I know it's going to be up for auction. There's a signed bottle of 10-year-old Jack Daniels by the master distiller. It's going to be an auction. But as we get closer, we'll have all the details of that.
They're going to have a live auction and a silent auction.
That's like the Cadillac of grills.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Primo donated that to us, so it's got to thank them for that.
American Legion got some things coming up also. On December the 13th is Reads Across America Day. 8 cemeteries across Bedford County. We will lay wreaths on all the veterans' graves at these cemeteries. The cost is $17 a wreath, and there's several hundred that we have to have. So if you want a wreath for a specific grave, just let us know. $17, and we'll see to it that it gets there.
And if you try to go to Wreaths Across America, it gets a little confusing. So if you go to Facebook, to the Defenders of Liberty and Freedom website or Facebook page, I put a link on there. If you click on that link, that will take you straight to Bedford County, to our organization, and then you can pick the cemetery that you want that wreath laid at. And if you have special instructions, you can put them in there too. If you want to lay it yourself, if you want us to lay it, we can do anything you want. Just put the instructions in there.
Or you can contact Tim Estes or myself or Jimmy, and we'll see it gets done.
Yes.
Also, American Legion, in December, we have the Feed Bedford County at Christmas, where we fill 200 food boxes and deliver it to some needy at Bedford County, in Bedford County. We do homes with veterans first. They go to the top of the list, then homes with children, and then if whatever we got left, we'll go to the rest of the families. So we need help. We need volunteers to help us on the 17th. On the 17th, we'll be moving the food from Piggly Wiggly to the Masonic Lodge. And we'll be building 200 boxes. Boxes come in flat, so we have to build those boxes. We do that morning, and then when the food comes in at 1, we set up our assembly line for the next day. So on the 17th, we'll be building the boxes. On the 18th, we'll be filling the boxes. And then on the 20th, we'll be delivering the boxes. We need volunteers for all 3 of those days. On Thursday, the 18th, when we fill the boxes, it takes about an hour and 15 minutes to fill 200 boxes, because we got it down to a science. So,
nice.
Anyway, and then on the 20th, starting probably about 9 o'clock, we'll start delivering those 200 boxes to the needy families. And it's a blessing. Believe me, it's a blessing when you deliver those boxes and you see Granny sitting there, because now she knows she's going to have Christmas dinner and for her family, and it's a blessing. So that's December 17th, 18th, and the 20th. Feed Bedford County. This is why we have so many fundraisers, because we do a lot in these organizations. That's not the only thing that we do. That's just what we got coming up in the near future. So anyway, Brandon, what's the next song?
The next song, we've got Ghost Ship. This was a hard write and an interesting write all at the same time. But the minute we had it, we knew we had it.
That's when the fist bumps went around the table.
That's when you see fist bumps, you know we've got something.
This was written with Doug Jeeton, and he was U.S. Navy, and he and his buddy Bill, they met in line at the enlistment office. And standing there in line, they shook hands and agreed to go in on the buddy system. And they wound up on the USS Oriskany, and they were sending the flights into Vietnam, bombing whatever needed bombing. And at night, they'd guide those planes back in with flares. Well, somehow or another, when they were putting all those phosphorus flares away, one of them ignited, set the whole damn. It was on the second deck, and it started a fire that just almost took out the whole ship. They lost 44 men in that fire. And then when Doug went looking for his buddy Bill, he was one of the ones laid out on the deck. What of the Dead. So this song is called Ghost Ship, and if you've ever been in the Navy and been on a ship in combat, you now will spend your nights sailing on a ghost ship. Promise you.
Bill and I joined the Navy in 1963, signed up as strangers, became brothers, Bill and me. The Great Lakes didn't break us, and we finally went to sea. Wound up in a strange land called Vietnam on board the mighty Oriskany. We launched those Phantom jets all night, used flares to guide them in. When a fire broke out on the hangar deck, we lost 44 good men. I found my way out of the engine room, went looking for my friend. The dead were all laid out on the flight deck, and Bill was one of them. Now that ghost ship sails from dusk till dawn. Time stands still and time moves on. Some nights I see Bill come walking through my dreams, and it's hard to believe I'm damn near 80 now, and he's still 19. Whoa, whoa. I went to see the Oriskany, and they told me she was haunted. Lights flickered now and then like the 44 was still on it. Maybe it was just Bill signaling, it's good to see you, old friend. Now every night when I close my eyes, that's when my ship comes in. That ghost ship sails from dusk till dawn. Time stands still and time moves on. Like a silent sentinel, standing watching my dreams, and I'm damn near 80 now, and he's still 19. Yeah. Who's ever faced eternity serves on a ghost ship, serves on a ghost ship, just like Bill and me. That ghost ship sails from dusk till dawn. Time stands still and time moves on. Every time I see his face, it's 1963 and I'm damn near 80 now. And he will forever be 19. Joined the Navy in 1963, signed up as strangers, became brothers on the mighty Oriskany.
Good food and God come and see. So grab a seat.
You're listening to the All Veterans Hour on WLIJ, engaging discussion by veterans for veterans. with your hosts, Gary Leverett and Jimmy Miller. Join them as they discuss various veterans programs, issues, play powerful and healing veteran-related music, and keep the American citizen informed on things they ought to know. Right here on The Leader, WLIJ, every second and fourth Monday on 98.7 FM and AM 1580, and reaching around the world on WLIJradio.com. The All Veterans Hour on WLIJ is brought to you by the American Legion Post 23, the VFW Post 5019, the DAV Chapter 43, and by the Holy Crab Shack.
All right, we're back in the All Veterans Hour with Jimmy Miller, Don Goodman, and Mike Corrado. And guys, appreciate y'all being here this morning. We're talking about Freedom Sings this morning, which is an organization that helps veterans tell their stories. Veterans are reluctant to do that unless they're with other veterans. And Freedom Sings is an avenue or a way for them to do exactly that, to tell their story in music. And Don, I'll let you pick it up from there. Don Goodman with us. He's a songwriter from Nashville, and we appreciate him. Well, he's from Murfreesboro, really.
Hey, we got a class in Murfreesboro. What's the address, Jimmy?
439 Rice Street.
439 Rice Street. Okay, and you can look us up on Facebook. You know, we got a Murfreesboro website there.
We do. We have a Murfreesboro Facebook class, and all these songs, as we create them in class, I put them up on the site. And actually, everybody that's listening this morning, every day is Veterans Day. You're the first people to ever hear that song completed. Don himself didn't hear it till just this morning, so.
Come join us. Come sit in. You don't have to open your mouth. You can sit there and just listen, watch, observe, and see the camaraderie. And I promise you, if you lose it telling your story and you start crying, look around the table. Everybody will be crying with you. Or if you tell a funny story, we'll all be laughing with you. And somebody is going to hug you before the night's over and say thank you for your service.
That's the truth. It's probably Don, but somebody's going to
I'm a hugger, buddy, so you know. Hey, this next song we're going to play, Twangtown, we wrote it with a Green Beret. His name was Todd Nichols. And he came down from Mississippi, and his family was dirt poor. But the one thing they had was a radio. And every Saturday night when he was a little boy, he'd lay there and listen to the Grand Ole Opry. Now, he joined the Army just to get to Fort Campbell, because he knew if he could get to Fort Campbell, he could go to Nashville to the Grand Ole Opry. And his song is called Twangtown.
Change my name. Looking down at the lights of Lower Broadway, only I see myself as a Green Beret. Not even I know where I'm going, and the family's better off not knowing, but I'm good with that. Don't need no thanks, don't need a parade, just a shout out from a singer on a honky-tonk stage. I ain't doing it for glory, I ain't doing it for fame, for Twangtown, USA. Born in Mississippi in 72, Forest County in the red, white, and blue. Military was my ticket out of town, and I found my ass on an old Greyhound. Didn't know where I was going, but I was on my way to become this man I am today. Yeah, the man I am today. Don't need no thanks, don't need a parade, just a shout out from a singer on a honky-tonk stage. I ain't doing it for glory, I ain't doing it for fame, I'm doing say it's been a damn good ride. I could have done better, but I could have done worse. I go out in my boots, but not in a hurry. Yeah, I'm down for Twangtown, USA.
All right, then we're back. That was an upbeat song, Don. That was a good one.
That one rocked, brother. We were partying that night.
When we finally got it done.
Yeah, that was a tough one to write because he was determined with what he wanted to hear in it, and by golly, we did it.
We're going to come back now to Mike. Mike, tell us.
You know, they played Ghost Ship earlier, and a lot of times with organizations, it's more than just that night. I mean, Don, who's written so many amazing songs, he is in this thing, as far as, from a veteran standpoint.
He's the glue.
You can feel it, I mean, he'll call me at 7:30 or 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning with a write that's coming up, in a couple days, and he's going over these thoughts and ideas. I mean, you talk about invested, and, from the veteran perspective, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being there for us. Thank you for helping, get these stories out, because it is very therapeutic, and it is very real. I've talked about it on the podcast several times. I can't believe there's even an open seat in these things. Because, if you're in Nashville, if you're a veteran and you're an artist or you're a writer, I mean, you've got to go to these. It's such an amazing opportunity to go and, learn songwriting and watch the process. But even beyond that, the fact that it's with and for veterans just makes it absolute magic.
Yeah, people need to realize these songs, they're all original songs. These are true veteran stories. And when they come into class, it's not they come in and go, this is what I want to write. They come in and start telling just their history, and all of a sudden this song comes out of it.
Sometimes you just have to tell a veteran, hey, come go with me. I got someplace I need you to go with me. And I know that Jim Short. Yeah. No, you remember Jim. I said, Jim, I got a place you need to go with me. He said, where are we going? I said, you'll see when we get there. And he fell in love with it. He's been doing it ever since.
Well, you told a little story on me earlier about I had to learn. I had to learn to be very, very patient and watch these veterans' eyes and watch their lips, watch their hands. If I was moving too fast, I could scare them off.
Yeah.
So, or else hurt them. So I've learned to just work gradual and let the veteran talk until he's comfortable. And that big old Marine that day that said to me, Hoss, we're going to have to get to know each other a little better before we go there.
Yeah, he did.
And that's the day I really learned the lesson.
I was in there that day, and it was kind of everybody sat back and said, okay. You guys are dealing with PTSD. Well, PTSD is a family condition. I mean, the whole dang family has to live with it. And I never will forget, with Padre, he was a chaplain.
and he had serious PTSD. He held so many people in his arms and watched them die. And he I said to him, I said, what's your wife think or do when you wake up screaming in the middle of the night? And he said, well, she's out in the lobby. Ask her. So I went and got her. And boy, this touched my heart. I brought her in and I said, what do you do when Padre wakes up in the middle of the night? He's screaming and crying. She says, I'm scared to death. I don't know what to say or do, but thank you for asking. I've been waiting 50 years to say that.
So it is therapeutic. There is no doubt about it. It's therapeutic. I mean, I've been through the class, got 2 or 3 songs written. Jimmy's been through the class. Mike, you've been through it or going through it at this time?
I'm currently going through it.
But it is very therapeutic. It is. And bless his heart, Jimmy Ray. I always come back to Jimmy Ray Sales. I mean, he was instrumental in me being there, you know.
He was from I can't say the name of the town, way up in East Tennessee, up in the mountains. His family ran moonshine. Yeah. He said we ran moonshine, sold possum hides, and ginseng. And he says, my first wife, her family thought she was really marrying up when she married me.
But if you want to know who we're talking about, you can go on YouTube and type in... what's those 2 songs he's got? He's got 2 on YouTube. Last Monday in May.
Yeah.
And Have You Ever Been to Arlington?
Yeah.
And listen to Jimmy Ray sing those 2 songs. They were written with Operation Song, which is similar to what Freedom Sings does. But anyway, we're glad to have you guys this morning. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming.
Our honor, guys. We're going to close it out with one more song.
Well, let me say one more thing to some of our listeners out there before we close this out, because to all our female veteran listeners, we have a female veterans class. Do you know that when they meet?
They meet on Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
And I want you to know that you're more than welcome to our Murfreesboro class. We write what the veteran wants. If you want a female singer, if you want a male singer, if you want to do country to reggae, we will find somebody to write that song for you.
Amen. We even had a great rapper.
We did.
I want to thank Don and Mike. Thank y'all for being here. Jimmy, thank you for being here again.
Oh, I love it. Wouldn't be nowhere else.
And this last song, we're going to close it out with one more song.
All right, and I'll tell you quickly about it. The song is called Stories That Can't Be Told, and it was written with James Long and a young guitar-playing fool from... he is an amazing guitar player. His name is Adrian Stover, and he's up from Georgia. But James' song, is called, he was Intel. He can't talk about what he did in the service. And he tried 2 or 3 times to write a song with us, but every time he just go, I can't say that. So finally, we wrote his song, and it's called Stories That Can't Be Told.
See that stranger in the mirror, that shadow at the end of the bar. He's so lost in secrets, his mind's forever scarred. Can't confess to the chaplain, can't talk to the shrink. He's here to lose himself, 'cause it hurts too much to think he sits by himself. But he's never alone, them pills to ease the pain. Mixes on with Jack to paralyze his brain. Too many times he's wondered why, so many times he's wanted to die. He thinks of his family, the ones that he loves, the only thing that keeps him from giving up. He sits by himself, but he's never alone, surrounded by ghosts that are never gone. If he opened up, he could let them go. So he lives with the stories that can't be told. He longs to be who he was before, not this stranger that came home from the war. He's always by himself, but he's never alone, surrounded by the ghosts that followed him home. If he opened up, he could let them go. So he lives with the stories that can't be
Get there at 6.
All right, that was
Stories that can't be told.
Stories that can't be told. And we're going to do one more song. We are going to do one more song. I believe my microphone was off. One more song.
Yeah.
Coming at you. What you got?
Well, this is Jimmy Miller's song. Jimmy served how many years in the Air Force?
33 years, 6 months, and 18 days.
To be precise. Jimmy's song, he loaded the planes. He was a E9, right? And Jimmy was head of the crews that loaded those planes. And the thing that Jimmy brought home with him was he loaded the bodies on the planes coming home for the last flight home. And this was a song that didn't leave many dry eyes in the room that night. But I won't go on and on and on. I'll just let this song tell the story.
And the amazing part is I didn't even know the song existed until I got in the class with you.
And I never will forget when I asked you at the radio, here at this very table, why don't you come to the class? And he goes, oh, I don't have a story. Everybody says, I don't have a story. You know what? You know what the best part of these songs are? We're working with a program right now that's going to put a QR code on the top of a tombstone. And if you go there 50 years from now and hold your phone over that, your great-great-grandkids will listen to what you did for this country. And that's pretty dang amazing.
Wow.
It is something. New technology is it's wow. I don't know what to say about it.
Come to class, you'll be glad you did. You'll make a table full of friends, and you'll come back every week just to eat Tracy's cooking.
And if you're a veteran, every veteran has a story.
Oh,
they may not realize it, but there's a story there.
And a lot of times when we write these songs and we sing them that night at a retreat, the family comes up. I never will forget a little boy come up. He had to be about maybe 8 or 9 years old, and I was talking to someone, and he was tugging on my blue jeans, and he said, Mr. Goodman, he says, thank you. He says, now I think I know why my daddy cries sometimes.
Yeah, that's strong. It is. And our next class, next Thursday night?
Yep.
We're located at 439 Rice Street. We start at 6:30, but we like everybody to get there about 6, and that way we can settle in and get everything going. Everybody meet the veteran, meet everybody in the class, because we are like a family. So if you're new.
Is that this coming Thursday?
That's this coming Thursday. And Mike's a Marine. He's colonel in the Marines, and he wanted to write a song about the Marine Corps because the 250th anniversary is coming up. So if you're a Marine and you got something to say about being a Marine, you need to get your butt to that table this week.
And it's a special class, right? Because usually it's every other Thursday, but
second and the fourth.
Yeah, but since we want to get this done prior to November 10th, which is the 250th birthday of the Marine Corps, and this is the 250th anniversary year, it's an opportunity for you to come tell your story and make sure that that we get it right. I mean, I know we got Don at the helm, and it's going to be right, but come be a part of it.
I may bring somebody.
Please do.
And the one I've been trying to get there.
Come on. And all they got to do is listen. They don't have to open their mouth. And when you come, the first time you come, no pressure. Nobody is going to push you to get in that hot seat. You'll tell me when you want to get in the hot seat, and I'll make sure you do. And I'll make sure you tell me what kind of music you like, and I'll have one of the best damn guitar players you ever heard in your life sitting in there with us.
And I mean, the thing about this is we don't let the veteran song go unfinished. So if we get through in one right, that's great. If it takes us 2 rights, that's fine too. If we need to zoom in, we do whatever it takes to help you tell your story and feel good about the song that comes out. So it's all about the veteran.
I think beyond just the Freedom Sings aspect, the people that support Freedom Sings bring a lot of firepower, right? You got David Corlew, who has been Charlie Daniels' good friend and manager of 40-plus years. You got John Taylor there.
Downtown on Broadway, who books hundreds and hundreds of shows a week.
He's a Vietnam veteran, Marine, and he has, being with Tootsies and Kid Rocks and the whole thing, he has access to just some of the most amazing players, which in turn gives you access to some of the most amazing players. And these guys come in and they just make it look so easy.
And it's fun. I promise you, it's fun. We laugh. And you know what? I have to drive off every week, and all these damn veterans are standing out in the parking lot. They can't quit talking. I'm driving by, waving at them,
It's like the old smoke pit. Everybody just goes there and just kind of chews the fat a little bit.
And you get to meet my daughter. She's the scribe who holds my feet to the fire, buddy.
And a good singer in her own right.
All right, we're ready for this last song, Don.
Left Tennessee at 17. Daddy signed that bottom line for me. Lackland Air Base in San Antonio. Had a new family and a new home. In the blink of an eye, I was 35. Caught up in a war my mind wouldn't survive. My life became forever changed when I loaded those bodies into those planes. And every day there was another mother, son, a fallen brother. The one they loved is not coming back, just a body beneath the flag. They will live on in my memories, 'cause I brought them all back home with me. No home with me. Give my pills to ease my mind, and let me live with what I left behind. Every morning I remind myself I get to live for someone else. My wife and kids and their families need to know they can count on me. If I let myself get too far gone, I'm back to loading them on their last flight home. Every day there was another mother, son, a fallen brother. The one they loved is not coming back, just a body beneath the flag. They will live on in my memories, 'cause I brought them all back home with me. Home with me. Down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. My nights are filled with memories, because the fallen come back to visit me. Every day there was another mother, son, a fallen brother. The one they loved is not coming back, just a body beneath the flag. They will live on in my memories, 'cause I brought them all back home with me. Oh, with me.
Precious catch and a faith to keep, right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Good food and God come see. The Holy Crab Shack, where the love runs deep. Precious catch and a faith to keep, right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Good food and God come see. So grab a seat.
98.7 and AM 1580 WLIJ, Shelbyville, Tennessee. Now that's country.